Tom Cruise has become synonymous with Mission Impossible, a franchise that has defined his career for over 2 decades. As Ethan Hunt, Cruise has delivered heart-pounding action, death-defying stunts, and a character who constantly battles not just physical threats, but also his own inner demons. Yet, as the series has evolved, one of the most fascinating elements of the Mission Impossible films has been the supporting characters who have brought much-needed depth to the franchise, none more so than Rebecca Ferguson's Ilsa Faust. Introduced in 2015's Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, Ilsa quickly became one of the most iconic additions to the series. In a genre where female characters often fall into the stereotypical roles of the romantic interest or sidekick, Ilsa broke the mold. She was not just a beautiful face, but a fully realized complex character with her own motivations, moral ambiguities, and a career that could rival Ethan Hunt's. It's no exaggeration to say that her presence elevated the Mission Impossible series from a high-octane action thriller to a more intricate and emotionally resonant spy saga. When Rebecca Ferguson first stepped into the role of Ilsa Faust, audiences were intrigued. She wasn't just another Bond girl or generic action heroine. Instead, Ilsa was introduced as a highly skilled MI6 operative with her own agenda, capable of outwitting, outfighting, and outsmarting nearly every character she encountered. The nuance Ferguson brought to the role was undeniable. Tough, yet vulnerable, unpredictable, and always a wild card. Ilsa wasn't just Ethan Hunt's ally. She was a force in her own right, adding unpredictability to every scene she shared with the beloved agent. In the films that followed, Ilsa's role became even more crucial. In Mission Impossible Fallout, her character took on an even greater depth, as she was forced to navigate the complex web of alliances, betrayals, and shifting loyalties that defined the series' overarching narrative. Whether teaming up with Hunt or remaining a mystery in her own right, Ilsa never failed to captivate audiences. She became an essential part of the franchise, not merely as a supporting character, but as one who injected a new energy into the dynamic between the various spies and operatives. However, this explosive growth of Ilsa Faust's character took an unexpected turn in Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. Part 1, where she meets a tragic end. In a heart-shattering scene on a Venetian bridge, Ilsa faces off against the villainous Gabriel in a brutal fight. In a shocking moment that had fans holding their breath, Gabriel delivers a fatal blow, stabbing her in the heart, and she seemingly dies in Ethan Hunt's arms. The weight of this loss reverberated through the entire audience, with fans left grappling with the emotional toll of saying goodbye to one of the most beloved characters in the series. The decision to kill off Ilsa Faust, a character with such potential and complexity, sparked an outpouring of disappointment among fans who had come to love her journey. Some questioned whether this marked the end of her story, or if there was still hope for a revival in future installments. But the real story behind Ilsa's demise may be more complicated than fans initially realized. In a candid post-release interview, Rebecca Ferguson opened up about the challenges she faced with her character's arc. While her performance as Ilsa was widely praised, Ferguson revealed that there was a significant issue behind the scenes: the lack of creative collaboration and a clear, fully realized vision for Ilsa's role in the Mission Impossible franchise. According to Ferguson, her character's development was often stunted due to a focus on Ethan Hunt's solo adventures, which left secondary characters like Ilsa without enough narrative space to truly flourish. As the Mission Impossible franchise moves into its next chapters, it's hard not to wonder what could have been had Ilsa Faust's journey continued. Will the lessons learned from her character arc lead to a more inclusive and dynamic storytelling approach? One can only hope that the Mission Impossible team takes this missed opportunity to heart, pushing the boundaries of what a blockbuster action film can achieve with rich, multifaceted supporting characters who aren't just there to die in the name of emotional drama, but are allowed to live, evolve, and thrive alongside their male counterparts. Fans may still mourn Ilsa Faust's loss, But in doing so, they're also celebrating her as a symbol of progress in the genre, and one who will forever remain a standout in the Mission Impossible saga.